YouTube. Today I'm going to go through a bunch of books that I have that I like to look through to get inspiration for illustrating or my diary. I've got a A5 cousin hobonichi that I diary in every day. So the first book is called When We Fall. It's by Mr. Clement. The author is a woman who is actually in London, but this book was printed in Hong Kong, which is where no, I didn't buy this in Hong Kong. I think I actually bought this in London, in Kid Robot or some store like that. I like how minimalist it is, sort of. I mean, it's heavy on the story. It's a good, interesting story. But as you can see, it doesn't bend open very well, so it's difficult to show you with one hand. But it's clean, pure, simple lines, and that's something that we could all aspire to. And it's really, really quite good. The next book I have here is completely photographic. Text and photographs by, what's-his-face, Tokyo, Certain Style. And it's quite dated. I think these are from, everybody here is from the 90s, but it's everyone's interior life, and the voyeur in me, I suppose, is sort of happy about this, and it gives me just another sense of layout, like where can I put the emphases in my pages, how can I lay things out, like in a diagonal sort of line here. So here you have the border on the right. So you can look at it this way too, I suppose. Anyway, so it's just to give me a sense of possibility in layout. So if I have something all the way in the foreground, something in the back, and to have, there's a lot of detail in these photos, which I can't replicate in my own illustrations, but it does give me a sense of expanding what I can draw. It's because I'm not too I'm not particularly good, but I am willing to try and draw other things. So that's good for giving me inspiration for that. This third book is an absolute glory. It's called Sumimasen, which means like excuse me or pardon me, I think, in Japanese. The author is Isabelle Poignot, and what I really loved is that when I ordered this book, I got it directly from her. I gave her money on PayPal or something, and she wrote a little note, and she gave these little interesting little souvenirs, I presume, from her book, and she says, "Hi Bonnie," or "For Bonnie," and then it's from Isabelle, and I suppose that's her name in Japanese, and she's got little stickers here and there, so it's really well personalized. So Isabelle spent, I think, about 4 months in Japan, 4 weeks, about a month in Japan, and she has documented with using her artistic skills, ooh, neat, to fill it up. And it's not all illustrations. There's a lot of interesting images that she's decided to share. But again, this is obvious. It's obvious why I believe why this would be inspirational. Ooh, hairstyles for day-to-day journaling. One thing, I really wanted to share this. I'm not a map maker, but this would be really awesome to include in one's own journal. I really like maps, and I think it'd be so cool. You get a greater sense of perspective of where you're at, what's around you, or what's in a particular aspect. But now we're going to go back to, this is a book I bought when I was in Thailand, mostly because I thought, I can learn Thai. This is surely reason to learn the language, or to at least recognize the characters. But I think the author's actually Korean. I'm not sure. I'm still a bit confused. Because all the text is in Thai. Anyway, so this is an illustrative book, and it's really, really good for little ideas. Again, nice, clean lines, straight up colors, and different ways of just organizing things, and suggestions, ideas of how to draw things. The back is really cool. Ooh, yeah, the back is really neat too, because you can kind of color in stuff. I think that's the idea. And here they have ideas for layouts, borders, colors, backgrounds, printing styles, and again, this is all a complete mystery to me, and that was the idea, to learn the language so I could actually do something with it. Oh wells. The next book is what I think is a classic now. Danny Gregory is like the first person I ever knew of who would do day-to-day journaling, visual journaling, not just written stuff. And he's compiled work from a ton of people, and I've bookmarked a lot of my favorites. There's a lot of bookmarks there. Let's see who else there is. I do tend to appreciate looser styles, I think. I go back and forth. Who else can I flip to show you? I love loose stuff, but I also love clean stuff, clean lines. And this, to me, this is like Danny Gregory, I think. So really gorgeous writing. The colors, they're well chosen. You get dimension. That's really, really impressive. No, this is not Danny Gregory. This is Gay Krager? Ooh. Anyway, so I do a lot of looking more than I do reading. So, but yeah, I like this style a lot too. Ooh. And this is awesome too. Look at that. It's quite loose. This is not something I would replicate, but again, the use of space, the layout, so where are you looking? Where does your eye go? What sort of story are you reading? Really like that. And the last one, it's actually, let me just put this one over to the side. This last bit over here, it's actually the same series, but one is in a cartoon. Well, they're both cartoons, I suppose. One is a comic, and one is from the movie. And I absolutely love this movie. It's so stylish. And one of my favorite voice actors. Can we see him here? Or her? See them. Oh, she is so amazing. Absolutely love her. So when I saw that they had the movie book available, I picked it up as well. Oh gosh, I guess that's all to do with the people. But one of these, oh, this is the one. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that detail and color. Look at that. That's just crazy. That's not something I can expect to emulate, but it's still colorful. It's very engaging. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's just amazing. I could never do that on a day-to-day basis, but now and then, perhaps this is something I can sort of aspire to do. The comic itself is all black and white, and this is an English version, but it's such a good story, and I think it's really endearing. And again, the lines are really, really clean, and it's true to sort of life. You do get the right proportions, but stylized in a way, and I really like that. So this is again another inspiration for me when I think about I want to draw something. How do I want it to look? And that's it. So those are my favorite books to look at that I own personally. Anyways, of course the internet is full of tremendous resources. Instagram I absolutely adore. I spend hours pouring through it, and Pinterest. But those are my favorite books. Hope you enjoyed.